for any kind of resource, and I'm officially to the point where it's like, you know, any more of these is going to be a pain in the butt to produce, and I'm just not interested. It's not even fast. It's only 8 per second. These use 10 per second. Yes, I need more of these than we even have here. These use a lot of power, don't they? Oh no, they're actually pretty cheap. That's right. They're supposed to be comparable to like a 2 or 3 drills or whatever, or like 4 or 5 drills. Yeah. So it's actually pretty good. Okay, let's go down to... Let's do that. Let's get 5 levels of the electromagnetic productivity. There. You guys require 10. You guys produce 8.3. So 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. I need at least 2 more, it looks like. Yeah, I've done my best to have this entire planet use just the resources of itself and not use any of the outer planet stuff, or at least the mod stuff like this. Quarry MK3s, the Quarry mod in particular, I use it for very unique situations where like a resource that I need either isn't around at all, or the amount that is available is just non-existent. You know, it's like you have so a good example is before I used Tiberium, and before I was using Unicomp, I was using Quarry. So like if there was no oil or no, say, uranium anywhere on the map at all, like if the closest one was like, you know, a 2-minute drive by train away, I would use the quarries instead to get that resource, so that instead of just being blocked and not unable to continue, it's like, hey, you have this option instead. But yeah, this should help a lot more. Is that enough, or do we need more? Oh, we're also on to the next episode. Welcome, everyone. We're on to episode number 59. Wow. 59. Wow. How are we doing power-wise, by the way? We're doing fairly good. These use kind of a lot of power, so I want to help supplement them a little bit. Yeah, batteries are suddenly really hard to come by, I'm noticing. It's still not enough. Give me another quarry. 8 per second, only using 10 per second. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 divided by 8.3. Yeah, these guys just use so much. Oh, also, I have battery productivity that I have not touched at all this entire game. So let's do that. Get a little bit of productivity on these guys. Because currently, the natural base is not spawning, or not just spawning. We're not rolling enough batteries, which is kind of bizarre. Oh, hang on. Can batteries be made... batteries cannot be made. Okay, I was wondering if the electromagnetic plant could make batteries, and it cannot. But yeah, giving these guys productivity will help at least a little bit. Yeah, look at that. For how many batteries we did produce versus how many we're producing now. 100% of my batteries are making it down here. Where's the battery? Over here? Yeah, 100% of batteries are getting pulled in here. But we just use so many batteries now. Oh, do you guys use batteries too? Only 1, but you are using them. Yeah, adding some productivity on the batteries is going to be very helpful. Yeah, give me a couple more of those. Now, I did want to create... Oh, I don't have that researched yet. How close is my Fulgora ship? Are you done? You are done. Well, let's set you to automatic then. Also, what is requesting the blue, so I can just turn those off? I promise, whatever it is that wants that, we don't need it that bad. Oh, the thruster, thruster productivity would be a good one at some point. You have 50% productivity, don't you? You do. Yeah, these guys. Pull you down, pull you on. Yeah, the thruster fuel productivities. Those ones are actually another one I probably should get into a little bit. Now, mind you, a lot of the time the ships have time to kind of hang out at the planets before they head back, and so they have time to like refuel their thrusters, like build up thruster fuel. Now, here in a second, we should see 7 rocket silos launch. Here in just a second. Oh wow, I'm not getting enough copper now. I'm just always blown away by what gets removed. You are feeding copper that way. Oh, you guys are destroying copper that is not excess, I just realized. It was excess, but it's not anymore. There we go. 7 rockets launched at the same time. That is the Fulgora science vessel here, inheriting a bunch of resources. Let's see how much... Oh yeah, there we go. It all lands at once. Perfect. Now, 2 of them are not done yet. Yeah. The science has 1 more load, and then the supercapacitor has 1 more load. Now, something I need to do is I need to come over here, and I need to set this one for at least 4,000. Realistically, 8 would be better, but 4,000 at least. I kind of want to set you to... No, 2,000 is fine. This one can trickle down as much as it needs, so it's fine. Okay, armor. That one should now be an option once this ship makes it back. Which currently... Is it en route? It is en route. Yeah. Look at that. Lovely amount of goodies coming home. And then I was going to see about getting some thruster upgrades here. One upgrade would be to change these to tier 2 machines so that they're just twice as fast. The other would be to throw upgrades on the thruster fuel so that we get some productivity off of it, because these guys use quite a bit. Alright, how are we doing here? Productivity, 50% productivity on the batteries. That's useful. It's still not quite enough here. Can I change you to that one? Oh, it's not quite there yet. Just kidding. Yes. Yeah, I'll switch over to that here in a minute. Yeah, keep working on that one. We'll try to get productivity on this one at least a little bit more. Realistically, though, we only need to do 15 levels of the electromagnetic science to get us at the 300%, because we have 50% by default on this, so we don't need much. Yeah, so many batteries we need. The other thing that would be cool would be a mod that allows you to increase productivity on the machines themselves. Because productivity does not go up on the machines when you increase the quality. Only the speed and the health. Kind of interesting. Okay, so this planet is basically done, it looks like. We're going to do... Here, let's turn off the personal. Let's grab... Okay, I'm going to... The cool part is, since I have my portal set up, I can just run the portals instead. So I can just dump all of this like that. See if there's any of these items I need to take back with me. I don't think so is the answer. Okay. So I think we're done and back on Novice now. Oh, which reminds me, I need my chariot to come home. I need you to come back to Novice and get reloaded. Hang on. Is Aquila what it says is the planet that doesn't exist? I don't know. It's a good question, and I don't have the answer. Okay, I think Gleba is probably my next planet to go to. We have Char at some point, which is going to be real exciting. But yeah, mech armor is what we're currently researching. Very excited for that. Oh, that's right. I didn't craft the mech armor. That's right. I needed to finish mech armor before I could craft it. So let's see here. What sciences do we get for having this? Better shields, better roboport. Purple processing is nice. Oh, quality. Yeah. Let's do those two sciences. And then, is there anything else that we really need? That one, but that one requires 2 planets worth of science before I can research it. So not that one. I could get the Tesla weapons if I wanted. Let me cancel that one and queue Tesla weapon instead. Because yeah, if I could automate some Tesla turrets, then I could start like bringing Tesla turrets home and stuff. Start throwing Tesla turrets up around here. I don't know if we're actually getting attacked much anymore. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see a single attack anywhere around the edge. Nothing. Yeah. We have not had almost any attacks lately on our home planet. But yeah, we want to get the mech armor real quick. As soon as we get the mech armor done, I can craft some mech armor, and then we're basically done with that planet. Anything we would do beyond that on that planet would all just be research-wise, mostly. But we'll see. Oh, while we're here... Where did I put my... Down here. Okay. I would like those. I wanted to start upgrading more of like the belts and stuff. Like that. Let's hit that button so it's not me doing it. I don't need a bunch of extra crap in my inventory from those projects. Okay, how are we doing time-wise? We're doing pretty good. Mech armor is just about done. Once the mech armor finishes, I'll step back through the portal and just make the mech armor, and then I'll come back. Yeah, give me that. It looks like batteries are still something that we're going to be struggling with, though. So I need to keep an eye out for that. Okay, I need the mech armor. I have a power armor 2 on me. Yeah, take all that off. I don't want to consume my stuff by accident. Okay, let's grab a little bit of this. And then... a little bit of each of these here. Okay. First mech armor. Cool. Yeah, trying to get up to like legendary, like a legendary walking death would be kind of silly. But I might look into that at some point. There we go. Now I actually turned off the player movement sounds because they're kind of annoying. Perfect. It's kind of better. We got a few more squares here. If we get rid of that, we can throw an extra shield, an extra docking station. We can probably put that there and then go... probably like that, and then we can have one more power and then those two there. Okay. Alright, now that we've got the mech armor so we can fly around, that's a lot better. Let's come here. And then dump all my goodies, and then go back to Novice. Okay. Now that we're back to Novice, now I can grab these items. I had some more portable fissions. I had some other pieces too, but I'd need to find where they got put. They're probably over here somewhere. Yeah, like we've got some reputation in there. Realistically, I'd probably have to request them. Alright, how are we doing time-wise? We're doing great. Tesla weapons is almost done. Awesome. Okay, technology. Okay, I'm not worrying about those ones at the moment. I'm not worrying about those or those. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. Let's sneak you through and then go batteries again. Like that. Wow, you guys are 5,000 each. Holy moly. It's only 3 minutes per, but it just feels like a lot. How are you doing? Yeah. This is what happens when you make something like this and leave it alone for like a bajillion episodes. Yeah. Cool. All right. Next on the to-do, we need to get ready to go to our next planet. My chariot is here. Are you guys actively sending stuff to my ship? What's happening down here? Yeah, you guys are all crafting. Oh, you guys don't have these yet. Yeah, and it's not gonna let me... For some reason, it doesn't let me copy-paste my mods, which is kind of silly, but... Specifically on the rocket silo, it's not letting me do it. Usually it does, which is bizarre. It's a putty tat. Hello, sir. Are you gonna stick your nose in my bulb? Oh, interesting. Oh, you're not upgraded. Please hold. Yeah, you should be blue. That can be turned to blue. The long term is to just drag a upgrade planner across my entire base and just be like, here you go, but that's a lot of work for stuff to happen at once, and at the moment I'm more worried about getting like my my rocket ship all spooled up, right? I want this to get loaded up first. I should have sent this back earlier, I realized. As soon as the Fulgora ship was completed, I should have immediately sent this home and then let it get stocked up in stuff. That way we'd be ready for the next planet. And instead, I didn't, so we're a little bit behind in that regard. Yeah, you guys are really chugging along up here, which is wonderful. Yeah, next on the to-do is we need to do two things. One is we currently have quality 3 mods done. Oh, I didn't set up a quality mod maker on Fulgora. That is something I did not do. Okay, so I need to fly back and start working on that. Which we have time anyway, because my, the stuff that I did do is going to take a while. Alright, so we're going to go like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Quality 1. And then... Yep, make me both of those. And then... Yeah, give me a bunch of quality 1s. And then I want you to enable if quality 1... Where is it? Here. If quality 1 is less than 100 set. Okay, and then I want you to make quality 2. Hi! Does he need food on, up here? Does he need food? I'm not sure. I'm off in 9 minutes. Yeah, I'm down. I can hang out with him. I'm gonna double up on this. If I can. The problem is these ones aren't necessarily fast enough to keep up with this. 0.5, 0.6. So these are just slightly too slow to keep up here. Okay, so we want to enable if this is less than 100 set. Like that. Okay. I might need to set up more of this. But this one here is going to be set for 3. Now this one has 6 mod slots versus this machine has 5 mod slots. So there's actually more mod slots here to potentially give us the quality that we want. So let's do some of these. Yep, request all of that. And then as soon as this unlocks, or as soon as we start producing here, I'm going to immediately start feeding them in. Okay. And this also gives me something to burn through these resources with. Okay. 7.5% quality. This also lowers my craft speed. I might be able to throw down 2 of these, honestly, because with the extra mods in these are slower. Right? Because you produce 0.25, you consume 0.26, but this is getting slower. Put that there. Let's do that. You wanna come sit by me? Come here. See if I can get my putty tat to come hang out with me. Come here, bud. Yeah, I got a lap. It's available. Hey, my first quality mods. There we go. 16% quality chance. Alright. What quality am I able to get up to at this point? I think it's... Is it just rare? Is rare as high as I can go? Quality? Yeah, rare is as high as I can go currently. But that's okay. If I can get rares, I can start running certain pieces that I need. Ooh. There. Hi, why don't you come sit? I'm working on quality modules. They're kind of slow, but I'm gonna just kind of let them go to town for a while. Really, I'll probably go like that and just let this absolutely bankrupt this area doing it. And then hopefully I'll be able to get some rares. Later, I'll be able to start producing quality. In fact, I can do that pretty soon, honestly. Mostly I'm aiming for just trying to get like some rares now so I can start upcycling on novice. Once I get enough to upcycle there, I can upcycle to at least rare, and then I can just craft at rare, which would be really good. Hi, bud. Are you going to come sit? How are we doing? 16%? 15%? How are we doing time? 5 minutes? Okay. And then I got to get off and make some bacon. Le bacon. Le Birkin. Yeah, he finally settled. Took him a minute, but he finally settled. One of your scratchies? I'm giving him lots of tummy rubs. Man. It is not being very kind to me getting more uncommons or rares. I do need to get at least some quality going anyway, because then I can start setting up the upcycling for the Tiberium reactant. Because I could get it cycled up to at least rare, and then I could start producing things in at least rare quality at home, which would be pretty sick. But it's going to take a minute to get there. So it gets quieter if I zoom out. 0.08 a second. 28 available. Yeah. The idea here is to at least sit here for just a minute and then grab anything that finishes here and then flip it over to the next piece, if possible. Because I want to get at least uncommons on both of these, but I'm not having any luck. There we go. There's two. 17%, almost 18% chance quality now. And then what, you guys are set to make just 100, which is good. And these have the 50% productivity, just like the, what's it called? The electromagnetic plant? Is that what it's called? Yeah, electromagnetic plant. It is exciting to start getting the quality going, though, because once I get up to the substrate and other stuff here... Ooh, in fact, I have I have 4 mod slots on the devices I currently have at home. I'm going to grab those. Okay, I'm going to let that run for a little bit. Whoops, I meant to go down to Tiberium. Whoops. Plant, here we go. So if I come over here to start working on quality. Quality is a 2-part process here. The one is to use... Gotta find it. Here we go. Okay, so we want to create substrate. We want to create substrate like this. Okay, so we're going to go like here, and we're going to go like this, and we're going to filter not normal. Like that. And then I'm going to take the qualities here, and I'm going to set them onto the substrate devices like that. Basically, I'm going to take this entire center line and set it to quality. I don't necessarily need to do that many, but I might as well, because I have enough in production now that I should be able to afford that. And then the quality ones we are going to put up here into a chest. If I can place it. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to keep cranking out substrate anyway for the system. And then any substrate of quality